Hello guys, how are you? How are you doing? Are we great? Today we're going to be doing some lighting. Just quickly trying to set up here quickly. Yes, hey Nikori, hello to Deacon, how are you doing? Glad to see you joining us. How have ya been? Okay. Yeah, I want to change things a bit. Do some interesting renders. Like what I had in the reference image. I think I've done this before, but I want to try something simple. Try other renders. We may not even render these exactly. Yeah, I haven't been posting a lot on Instagram, so let's do some Instagram renders for Instagram. Look at some lighting. And let's do just flip this aspect ratio so we get the font aspect ratio. I'm just going to make it a bit wider. Okay. Let me go to Sketchfab, which a lot of browsers open, so it's hard for me to. Where's the? Let's get one up here. And go to Sketchfab. Hello, Hamanas. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Glad to see you. Let me find a model here. We could use as a starting point. Look at this one. Hello, Amaresh Cherry. How are you? How are you, sir? And how are you too? Oh, this one is even unmated. Okay. Anyway, let's create a scene first. I don't have a lot of ideas, but I want some bright lights and some nice reflections. So let me start with a plane. Let me add an infinite plane, and actually I don't even need an infinite plane. I just need a plane. I want some lights, so and make this area dark. I think I have some lights I could use. How to get concept art like that? Just go on Pinterest and search for concept art. You should be able to find some good art there. I'm really liking how this looks. Just having a lamp like that. I'm just going to maybe, let me see. Add a character like this. Can I know your real name? I'm Ismaus. The thing is Ismaus. I don't know if you can pronounce that, but yeah, that's my name. Yeah, so today we're going to be doing some concept art. Just want to give her an impressive, maybe she's doing yoga or something. Just a unique pose. And let's have an area light just above here so that she's well lit. Walaikum salam, Blender Ramesh. Okay. Let's do concept art. You see a lot of wires in concept art, so let's add those. I have these hanging wires. I like the tiles, but I think I have better tiles I could use. Now, let me go to my text folder and just search for some grunge maps to use. Shader editor here. Okay. Yeah, I need the ground to be quite reflective. And I think we can instance this. Thank you, Nolan Miranda, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Maybe we could make a few other characters. I'm just going to use an instance collection here. So instance this character. So she's like training other people, maybe. They're all doing this workout routine. Let's keep it to 3 like that. Now, what else could we add in to make this quite interesting? Just going to go into my asset. I need to make like 10 renders that I could post in Instagram, maybe schedule them because I've been, let me see if I can show you my Instagram. haven't posted a lot there, so it's kind of empty. I rarely post. You can see I want to have a few renders. I like how this one came out. So yeah. Let me see, curb. I have these drink. It's going to start just putting things around to see what concept I can come up with that makes it look good. Let me go to my deco collection. Decos. Let's do just create some symmetry in this. And maybe add some volumetric fog. Just kind of trying to find a concept that would work here. I'm also going to add an area light up here, just so we have a lot of light coming in to bring in some volumetric fog up here. Let me do, okay, that's too much. Reposition the camera a bit. Just start throwing in assets. Let's see how this looks. Hi, how did you make the LED panels? The LED panels, yeah. Okay, so the LED, by the way, you could, if you have any question, you can ask like Omar. So the LED panels are simple. They just, let me, a simple material setup. Let me go to the shading here and just create one from scratch to show you how I made one. Okay, so LED panels. You can start with a cube like this. Let me turn on random colors. Any shape you want. I mean, you can scale it just like this. And of course, we're going to need the tubes themselves. So you could use a cylinder and just a few vertices. You don't need that many. So just tubes like this. Yeah. So that is the model setup. We need like 3 materials. We need a metal material. Then we need, is it called a translucent material, and then an emission material. Material like that. Hey XY Lab, how are you? And then all you have to do. I'm rendering in cycles here, but let me change this to 3D view so that we can still see the model we're working on here. Okay, so this face, we can just give this the metal material. Let's first make this metallic. So that is super reflective like that. I can even give it a bevel to round off the corners a bit. And just like that. Okay, then let me insert this a bit just to add in a bit of detail. Are we going to have a translucent material assigned to this top face? And if I actually first hide this or separate these objects so that you see the three different pieces, these inside pieces, we give them the emissive material. Control L, assign the emission, and of course we need an emission shader here. Perfect. You can see that these give off lights. Now for this mesh here, then we give it a translucent material, so just a translucent material. And so if you move these closer to the lights, you can see that you actually start to see the lines. So yeah, it's just how you would expect a fluorescent tube to work. So you can see this extra detail. Unfortunately, I think in Eevee those lights will not show. I'm good, Mr. Dappy. How are you? How are you doing yourself? You really like them? Yeah. Yeah, so you can see now you have those, and you can actually, if you want more, or if you want, you can just duplicate them, and you can see, yeah, that's how it's essentially, that's how I made them. You can see now, you can see through the tubes. For Eevee, if you want the lights to show, you'd have to switch out these mesh lights. These meshes. So for if you wanted this to work in Eevee, you need to use an area light instead of let's see. Is it? Doesn't even see. Yeah, I need to turn on lights here. Yeah, you can see in Eevee you'd have to use an area light instead of a mesh. So that's how I made those lights. So let's go back to the concept. That's how I made those lights. It's just and maybe I can even show you here. So yeah, you can see it's three materials, the metal, and the inside part is just those tubes. Let's render for like 30 seconds and see how this looks. I think I'm going to first remove this volume so that everything is nice and bright. You know not blocks? Yeah. I think I've seen him in chat before, yeah. And I just saw you have also a library of roughness for like the floor. Where did you find it? Mostly on Google. Mostly on Google. No problem, man. Yeah, mostly on Google. You can just type in. You can just type in grunge maps and you'll get a lot of them. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I think we can use a little bit of color and place a few things. Yeah, what details do you think we can add in here to make this render look nice? I think maybe change the color of the lights. Yeah. Bro, can you make a tutorial on a cartoon like look? I think I have done something. If you want a tone shading material, sorry, yeah, tone shading material. I think I've done one before. So I think I like the lighting. It's just that this one is too dark, so I'm going to duplicate this light, just because I want to have a rim light on this character as well, so that she's not completely in darkness. It's not just a silhouette, and I'm going to scale this character down, lights a bit down, maybe even. So we have some detail. Oh, you changed your name again? You changed your name? Ah, nice, nice. And yeah, I do remember Noteblox. I think you were even here in the last chat, so. Oh, thank you. You have, by the way, you have a great eye for Blender. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we could make a punching bag. Let's make a punching bag really quickly. Maybe put it somewhere. And we're going to use a cloth simulation cloth simulation for this. So I'm going to subdivide this bit and apply the subdivisions. I want a punching bag really quickly and easily. Hey, Kelly Johnson, how are you? Can you do a crowd sim of zombies running to attack? A crowd sim of zombies. Yeah, I think we could try that. Let's finish this and see what we can do here. But thank you again for the $2. Thank you, appreciate it. So I'm going to subdivide this, and what I'm going to do is create a seam there and a seam here. And, okay, let me do Control B and just delete only faces. And I think, yeah, so this is going to be our punching bag. We can create a cloth simulation. If you play back, it will just fall. We need to turn on internal springs and then turn on pressure, and I think I can select some of these vertices and just give them a vertex group and use that for pinning. Where is this? Shape pinning. Yeah, so the pressure can be high. We need to turn on sewing. Maybe first turn off internal pressure and see. Yeah. Yes. Now we have a punching bag. Let me have sewing. And yeah, we could probably need more resolution. So let me add more resolution here. I'll bring that up and see. Bro, can you try making a dragon on top of a building or a castle? Yeah, I could do that, but yeah, don't expect me to model a dragon. That's too much. Maybe I could find a dragon on Sketchfab and maybe use that. Yeah, think that's a nice punching bag. We can apply everything. I want this to be inset, so let me just yeah, that's going to be our punching bag. Just give it a red material. A red material like that. Maybe add some grunge map for the roughness. So I'll import this image and connect it to the roughness. I just use QProject. And could make the bottom part a different material, maybe a darker one. I have this chain, so I'll just add it to that. We have a punching bag. Can I ask you some advice for Blender? Of course. You can ask. I think our lighting is a bit lacking. You know what? I like red better. That better. Let's see. A horde of zombies running. How would we do that? Oh, this looks fine. Maybe let me try changing the camera angle a bit. I wanted to work with Blender, but I can't find any type of clients. I can assume that you work with it. How did you start? I don't want to be invasive, so you don't want to. You don't. No, it's okay. It's okay. I can answer. You can. Let me show you. So this is for anyone who might be interested in. This may not work for everyone, but Fiverr is a good place to start. There is a 3D section. This is how I started actually in freelancing. Just going to Fiverr. But competition now is a bit quite a lot. You can see already. What did I see? Huh. Look at that. Look at that. There are already AI artists out there. God. And they're getting jobs. Look at that. I will make a high quality character digital art with an advanced AI. Interesting. And he already has 102 reviews. So this is how I used to find jobs. I could just go to Fiverr, look at stuff I could do, and yeah, post a gig that something like this. But yeah, I'm surprised that we already have AI artists as a job. Yeah, Fiverr nowadays is a bit competitive, unless if you go into a niche that is much easier. I, I'm just really surprised that this is actually they already and it looks this looks like a popular gig because the way Fiverr works is that you can tell how popular a gig someone's work is by looking at their reviews. So he has over 102 reviews, and this is just clients who buy and actually review, leave a review. So that means, and a lot of clients never really review anything. They just buy from you and don't review anything and don't add a review. So you can imagine his number of orders are quite a lot, and you can see he has 8 orders in queue. That means that's how many artists, how many clients want work from him. I'm really, really surprised by this. It's not actually something I expected to already see. So he's just going into Midjourney and creating a prompt. Nice. Okay, let's go back to Blender. Yeah, you just have to stick with it a lot. But mostly I set it out as a programmer, so it might have been a bit different for me. So I was doing 3D renders. I was doing website design and PHP type jobs. Let me see how this looks now. No problem, man. We lack detail up here. We could add some stuff on the foreground here. Anyway, let me just go to Pinterest and look for some interesting artwork we could work. Or let's go to ArtStation, Pinterest. And this is how usually I find stuff to work on. I just go to ArtStation or Pinterest and look for renders, interesting renders for inspiration. Oh, yeah, is this? Let me look for lighting. Let me do 3D. Let's see. 3D concept art. This looks good. I want to see if I can try this. Let me just open up a new project here. This one looks amazing. This is... I'm not sure who the artist was, the original artist was. Let me see. Can I... Oh, this is by Beeple. Nice. Okay. Now we need a city. So let me go in here. See, do I have a city? Yeah, I'm just going to start with this city generator I created a few months ago. This is a Geometry Nodes a city generator. I have a tutorial on it if you want to watch that. I think it's this here. Yeah, so that's the city I'm going to use. And let's set up the camera. Okay. Set up the sky. I'm going to use a sun. a sun. Yeah. So just make sure it's kind of nighttime. And let me play with the aspect ratio. Just make sure that we have the same aspect ratio. 1920. More of a square aspect ratio. Taller? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. And the way this generator works is that it's based off a mesh. So every time if I want to expand the city, I just have to duplicate this mesh. So I can even just come in here. And you can see within a few seconds, I already have a city. And I can change the seed. Okay. Let's play with the sky to kind of look like this as well. I think I'm going to increase the ozone. I'll reduce the dust. Reduce the strength. 8.2, 0.1. Let's change the camera aspect ratio to something like, I don't know, 25. Make it wide. We're lacking buildings here, so it's going to duplicate this and just have something like that. We need the camera to look up as well. Yeah, let's put something there. And so the issue is that these buildings are kind of low poly and not very detailed. So at the in the close-ups, they're not going to look as good. So you can import in some more detailed buildings for the front. Let me see, concept art 2. Okay, I'm going to bring in some buildings for the close-up shots. Bring in this. This is a bit more detailed, so I can put it closer to the camera, maybe scale it down, especially the roof area. You can see. Okay, so now let's put something interesting up here. So he has this donut. I don't know if we should use the same thing, this sort of donut shape. I think we might want to use some geometry nodes here. But let me see if we can do something interesting. I'm just going to try a few things, few concepts. I'm going to go to my texture folders and let me see. Let me search for concrete material. I have this concrete material that has some good detail. Yeah, this could work here. just do a cube project. Okay, just switch this to shader, and we don't need some of these. Yeah. But to make this interesting, I think we can add in these details as well. So I'm going to open up geometry nodes. I don't need this at all. So let's shader. No, geometry nodes. Yeah, we want to have this, give it these small details are like, yeah, so I'm going to come in here and do an instance on points. No, yeah, instance on points, and then distribute points. I'll distribute points on faces, and the instances are just going to be a cube. And just but we still want the original piece to be there, and I want to randomize the scale, so I'm going to do combine XY, just so that I can randomize the, I think, the Z random value for all of these, I think. Let's give this a different seed. And the instances could also have the same material as this, which is I call this concrete. I think this should have box projection. And I can also use a vector math to scale up some of these here. And we can also scale up the instances so that they are not. So if I add a transform here, I can scale them up so that they are not on the actual surface. Just trying to create something alien. Okay, let me go to my texture folders and look for some clouds. Let me grab this. Let me go to shader editor here. I want some clouds. I want to push this way in the back there. Maybe let me switch this out. I think this is going to be animation shader with transparency. No shadows. Interesting. Hey, my weekend is going great as Styles Morales. How are you? How are you doing? It's going great. Except these clouds are not giving me, for some reason, what I expected. I expected something like that. Let me see. Yeah, this. Oh, yeah. This should be a transparency, non-translucence. That's why it wasn't working. Yeah. And now I think we can play with some colors here. Let me see. Quick functions. To turn this into something interesting. And I think, let me add a character. Usually adding a character can make a render look much more interesting as well. So a character in the foreground. I have a question. What add-on is this? This is the asset library, my own add-on. It works like the asset browser, but yeah, my version just helps me importing assets, and I can use exclamation mark. Add-ons to find it. Yeah, let's go back to quick functions. Yeah, so I have several. I'm not even sure which one. If you're asking this one is quick functions. The other one is the asset library. They're also my own add-ons. Today the volume is very low. Let me check. How about now? And thank you for letting me know. Is it okay now? Let me actually look at OBS. Yeah, is it okay now? Thank you, Todd Play, for subscribing. I appreciate that. And thank you guys for 46 likes. I appreciate that. Better now? Thank you, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I want to get some interesting colors here. Okay. Whereas also add some interesting character, something interesting to the scene, I think. So let's get that. Trying to see if I can create. Let me see. Sheep. Do I have any sheep in here? Make some Japanese scene, like anime. Okay. Trying to find something that looks alien. To put in here. Let me go in my kit bash, maybe I could find something. Toucan, you're laughing at me now? Yeah, I'm going to. I think that's more interesting. A UFO? I don't have a UFO. I don't have a UFO. Okay, let's do something else. Let's try anime. And then Japanese. You said Japanese. Did you mean anime? any ship. The only ship I have is an actual ship, a water ship. So you know, let's try this. Make anime city scene. A water ship, like in the sky. Maybe that could work. I don't know. Let's see. Room is old. I'm trying to look at this, see if it's something doable or not. No, this, scroll down, please. Yeah, I like this. Okay, I like this, but I'm not sure if it's easily doable. Use Midjourney. Yeah, Midjourney can sometimes, because we want something that we can do in a short time frame. Maybe this. We have a lot of neon nights, so we could try this. The camera should be at 25mm. Let me go to the asset library and let me find a road. Let's use cycles, because this is nighttime. So get a building. My opinion on AIs, the AI, yeah, I think it depends what you're doing with it. I think it's a new tool that most of us are not yet familiar with. So, yeah, of course, it's going to seem scary, but you have to adapt. So, it's not like it's going anywhere. we don't have to make all these buildings from scratch. I'm just going to use a simple texturing trick to generate some buildings. So let me create a material here. I think this could be a cube. Like this. I'm going to go to my textures and go to my details folder. I think I have some buildings. Yeah, I'm just going to use this. Create a new material, import this texture. So I think I can use this. Let me just use cube projection. Apply scale. Cube projection. Yeah, create some simple buildings like this. I'm just going to set up an emission material and a diffuse material. Just diffuse material. Keep things simple for these buildings, and just feed this directly into the color, the emission, and base. And then I need a way to kind of, let me see if I can look at this in UV. I can just add. I can just grab a concrete material. Concrete. AI will not replace us. Humans will replace humans. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense. How will humans replace humans? Yes, so you can see I want a building with like this, and I just want to use color ramp to create a mask out of this, so that the windows, I think I need to swap these. Yeah, it's a quick way, I think, to get a building without doing too much. And I can adjust the color. So mix RGB. Color. Change this to color. Adjust the color a bit. I think I can even make this quite reflective. If it's necessary to do that, we'll see. Because humans made AI. I see what you mean. Night time. How did you emission lighting did use skyscraper images? DM Designs, can you rephrase your question, because I don't think I understand what you mean. Cube project. Oh yeah. See, and I want this to be reflective, so I think I'm just going to do another glass shader. No, gloss, not glass. Gloss. Gloss. Mix it with this. And we should. Let me see. Yeah, this should be quite reflective. Yeah, and yeah. So now all I have to do is switch out this texture to have different buildings. I can even remove this. Do a cube project again. Now this time, let me switch out. Let me go back to this and switch out this with a different building. Maybe this. Make sure this is a different material. This one doesn't give us the contrast. Ah, I see. It needs to be like a nighttime image. I have some shops. Or shop fronts, storefronts. We could add in here. Add some lights. I have some neon lights as well. Neon signs. And first, add some shops to this side as well. Make this quite reflective. Let's add more buildings in the back. Maybe this one could be Let's play with the lighting a bit. Hello, Kenyan. How are you? How are you? And how is Kenya? Trying to catch up with me? Ah, nice, nice. How's the 3D industry in Kenya? Things good? Okay, think we need some bit of contrast. Add in some cars and see. Creating things like this is difficult because you have to have a lot of assets. If you don't, it becomes a bit tricky to make anything interesting. Have you used Cinema 4D? If so, what is the easiest to learn? I've used Cinema 4D, but in the early days when I think it was on Ara or something. Yes, Blend of course is easier than Cinema 4D. Have you ever made a short animated movie? Well, not like a real one, but I've tried a few things. I've tried making a few. It's nice. I've just gotten back. I feel kind of lost on projects to work on as it's a hobby to me. By the way, I like your content. Thank you, thank you. Are there any? Do you know a lot of Kenyans who do 3D as a profession? I don't know why I can't get the same amount of reflections. Let me see. Can I just... I'm trying to see what I can do to improve this scene. Do you have a course? No, no, right now, no. I don't have any course. I think I'm going to keep this stream very short because I'm running out of ideas on what to do, and this scene is not really coming out as I want it to. I just lack a lot of assets, and I'm not feeling like creating any new assets right now. I thought I had a shop, a well-detailed shop. I guess I haven't added it to my library. Sometimes I make things and forget to add them to the library, so yeah, I have these shops. They would have been, and see, they have an interior, so yeah, they make things. Actually, let's see if we can set up a quick scene just using the better those detailed scenes. Let me see. I'm in here. Denoise. Okay. Hey, thank you, Steve, Tom, for subscribing. Appreciate that. So I want to use a road. Let me use this. No. Let me use which road? This road here. Okay. Then I want a shop. Like I said, I want the detailed ones because I do have some detailed shops like this. See, and I can also add this. So just a storefront. I get a car from the transportation add-on just to add something in front here. Maybe this bike. Just another shop I have. Want to see if we can make an interesting scene with them. Just populate this place with people. Get a tree. Some street signs. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not feeling the ideas today, so let's try this tomorrow. Thank you guys. I don't know if Kelly is here, but yeah, I was kind of stalling. The idea of creating zombies, man, is a whole of zombies is a bit complicated. I'll have to think of some. I've tried it several ways, but never liked. I rarely liked the results. But I did create something, but I don't remember what. Let me see. Ami. I did a lot of cheating in this. I don't even know if it came out as good as I hoped. Yes, it was basically trying to fake a battle. Hard stuff, hard stuff. Anyway, we can try this out tomorrow. Maybe I'll try out different scenes, maybe with better inspiration, because right now I'm not feeling the inspiration. Anyway, thank you guys. This was a short stream. We did 124 minutes, but